I'm just talking and I was on mute. I'm just saying, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Let's get started. Listen, y'all, yesterday I was so tired. It's so hot here in Michigan and I was exhausted. So I changed the live a couple of times and I said, let me just change it to tomorrow. But listen, before I go live, before I start talking about this subject at hand, I want to address a little bit of hey Joy. I want to address a little bit of hey best mom. I want to address a little bit of what's been going on in the sir hey upward. Y'all, I'm gonna just let the moderator say hi to everybody because I'll be saying hi to everybody coming in. Hello everybody coming in. I'm just going to do that because I need to talk about this. So I didn't watch yesterday the events that happened in the cemetery sector yesterday, but I did catch a little bit of it today. Now, what I did catch, I have to be honest, what I did catch was Sakina, a little bit of Sakina's live. I didn't even notice she had been on the Singing Roaches channel yesterday in another live stream. So I went and I listened to that live stream, y'all. And that live stream, I'm gonna be honest with you, it actually broke my heart. I just have to be honest. I listened to a little bit of John Frank's live from today because I haven't talked to anybody or nobody sent me the information. It came up. Um, I checked on Sakina's channel to see if she had done anything and she was talking about it. And I saw the thumbnail and she said something about John Frank doing a live. So that's what I did. I went and I listened because what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to do my content based upon my own observation, not what anybody else has seen or heard or anything like that. And that's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to focus on staying, within my own Zen area, my own beliefs, my own ideas of what's happening. When I saw Sakina in that live I listened to earlier today that she did with the person over there, it broke my heart because what I saw was manipulation. What I saw was a group of women who had, and Sakina had hit the link. What I saw was utter and complete manipulation. It's clear that the old lady, the bearded dragon over there that's got so much, like just all of this bravado for everybody else and this crying. Shout out to Paradise because it was so appropriate. The video that Paradise made about, you know, Tawanda, it was so appropriate because she had Tawanda out here crying like a little bitch, you know. And Tawanda is one of the biggest shit starters out here, and for her to be out here like, oh, don't talk about me, what with me, how with me, the Kenna gang say this about me, and the Kenna did all of these hours on me, and this woman has been poking and poking and poking and poking everybody that's good with me or good with Bam or wants to be good with me or Bam has been poking everybody. Now what blew my mind was I was listening to like I said, I was listening to that live and it broke my heart because it reminded me of Rizi. It reminded me of somebody who's clearly, let me just go back for a second. I'm going to upset a lot of people because I'm going to talk about the past, right? I'm going to talk about the past, okay? Hey, hey everybody, hey Lemon. I'm going to talk about the past a little bit now. So, a couple of years ago, when Sakina got upset and felt like Bam was working with JJ or something to come outside on her, and it wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? We tried to tell Sakina it wasn't like that. She wasn't going. She basically said it is what it is, and we've all squashed everything since then. She like it is what it is, but she had a panel. She had panel of tons and tons of them up on her platform, swinging. Hey, Spencer, tons and tons of them swinging for her up, and she did an 11-hour live on myself and Bam, but she was doing a marathon. You know what I'm saying? She was doing a marathon after marathon after marathon. Now Bam was MIA for a lot of it, and then she came back. I was doing little reactions to it and stuff, but I felt like I was pulled into it. Me and Sakina have since talked. She's hit my link. She's explained, yeah, I did pull you into it. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. At that time, the puppet master over there, he was her lawyer. They had John Frank on the panel. They had all of these people on the panel. Y'all remember everybody came together and they banned with Sakina. When Sakina was against myself and Bam, she had all of this support. You know what I'm saying? She had all of this support to drag and dox and talk shit about myself and Bam. So what Bam did was when she felt her inkling to come outside on Sakina and talk shit about Sakina, she did that shit. She did it. She said what she wanted to say to get back at Sakina for all of those hours and hours and hours that Sakina did on her. So now Tawanda is in a position to where it's different though with Tawanda, because Tawanda, and I don't care what anybody says, Tawanda and Vonnie started with Sakina. And the reason that Tawanda and Vonnie started with Sakina was because Sakina started squashing stuff with Bam. Now, they can say I'm lying. They can say I'm wrong. I reacted to all of that shit. I still have my lives up. I'm not like a punk ass bitch like that old bearded dragon. You understand? I'm not gonna hide my shit like that old ass bearded dragon that wants to change the narrative every time that we, move around. So let me just move on, because I'm trying to be respectful, because it seems like this old bitch is not listening. She just wants to bark, bark, bark. Ain't nobody scared of her toothless ass bite, you old bitch. Ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. Woosa. So I'm listening to Sakina say, leave me alone. I've been there with that old bitch. Like, leave me the fuck alone. But she won't. She's not. Sakina, because she thinks she's going to win something. She's in a competition with motherfuckers that are not in competition with her. And the thing about it is she has studied you, just like they studied Riziki, just like they studied Rizi, and they attacked her and attacked her and attacked her until she lost her will to live. Until she lost her will to live. I'm not saying that's the direction that you're going in. I'm not saying that that's the path that you're on. I don't see that for you. But what I'm saying is an evil person like that can negatively affect your mental health. And the problem that you're having, and I'm just going to be honest with you, the problem that you're going to have with this individual, or Vonnie was up on the panel just laughing at everything Tawanda was saying. Tawanda moved her Tawanda moved her energy. She shifted it because she listened to my live stream. She sounds like a crazy old biddy up there arguing and fussing and cussing and stuff. She's weird. She's a weird individual, but she's always been this person. She's damn near 70 years old. She's always been this person. You're not going to change her. You're not going to change the way she deals with you. You're not going to change the way that she communicates with you. You're not going to be able to stop the way that she lies on you. This is who she is. And you don't have to prove anything to anybody. And I'm not telling you what to do. I've said this a million times, but I'm saying you don't have to prove how good of a mother you are. You don't have to prove that you're not on, narcotics or anything like that. You don't have to prove anything to people that you thought were your friends and now that are weaponizing that said friendship. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to do that, especially if it affects your mental health and your emotional well being. You don't have to give anyone that. Nobody. That's all I'm saying. This woman is going to take great pleasure in whatever she does, and you're not. You're not. She's going to enjoy whatever she has to say about you, your family, your life, whether it's lies and fabrications and all of that shit and stuff that she's not not clear about. I just heard Vonnie say on her live that everybody knows that you're not gay, but they just say it just to get up under your skin, knowing that it's one of your triggers, knowing that that is one of the ways that they can, you know, attack you, humiliate you, or defame you, knowing that that's something that you don't like. They have studied you, honey. They have. And they're going to do whatever they can to try to destroy you, just like they did JJ, just like they do everybody else. That's what they're going to do. That's all they know. People like that, that's all they know. So I'm going to say this. I've been paying so much attention to this content creator who actually took her life, hung herself on a live stream in front of all of her bullies. Her bullies were on the panel before she hung herself. Her bullies were on a panel dragging her, talking about her. They were doing whole live streams while she was, preparing to end her life. They were doing a whole live stream about it, laughing at her, dragging her, and everything. Thing that I'm saying is, when Tawanda and Vonnie went to Lovely, they begged Lovely, "Oh Lovely, back off of her, because you know that you can get in her head. You know that you can hurt her." And who calls the panel? Who calls the panel? It's not only them, it's all of them. You're looking at one person and saying that it's Tawanda. It's not only Tawanda. You have to look at the whole picture. All of these people have come together with what is in their head of, like you said, public humiliation or destroying you. You know what I'm saying? And it's horrible. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, you have these people who are saying that they were your friends. Nobody who was ever your true and real friend would ever go after your children. Nobody who was ever your true and real friend would ever go after your mental health. Nobody who was ever your real friend would falsely accuse you of being homosexual. Nobody who was ever your real and true friend would ever attack any member of your family. Nobody who was ever your real friend would lie about your parenting or question your parenting. No one who was ever your true friend, whether y'all, because you talked on the phone to them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether y'all fall out and all of that stuff, I've never heard Bam mention your children. I've only heard Bam keep it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit when y'all met together. I've never heard Bam go after your family. I've never heard Bam question your spirituality. I've never heard Bam, who they're constantly trying to bring into something with you again. I've never heard her do that. Some people have boundaries, and that means that some people are able to be true and genuine friends. When you don't have boundaries, you're not able to be a true and genuine friend. It's not a loss. Those people are not a loss. And I'm not telling you where to go or telling you not to mend something. If your heart says mend something, mend it. But if your psyche is not healthy for doing it, your heart can't be telling you to do it. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this. My point is this. Who I gotta say this. I gotta say this. You broke my heart yesterday. You broke my heart yesterday, and I wasn't fucking with you. I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. After what you did, and after all of that stuff with Bam and stuff, I wasn't fucking with you. I was like, I don't trust her. It's just too messy. And what happened, and it didn't have to happen because myself nor Bam had ill intentions towards you, and that's the way I saw it. And when we had that conversation on the phone, that one time that we talked, me, you, and Bam, that one time that we talked, it shouldn't have gone in that direction. But I understood your years of commitment to these people. I understood that. But when somebody comes out here and their whole goal is to humiliate you to no end, and they tell you that, when they tell you that their goal is to destroy you, she said, I will murder you with what I'm about to do. She said, I will murder you. And she said she will murder me, Bam, and everybody else with the content that she's about to do. That's evil. That's evil. You cannot battle with certain levels of evil without getting just as evil or more evil. So you have to understand, like, what hill do you want to die on? Like, what do you want your life and your your lineage to be? Like, what do you want people to say about you when you're no longer here? Do you want people to remember you for a person that was compassionate, or, fought for other people? Or do you want to be remembered as somebody who went back and forth with the likes of Tawanda and Avani? You know what I'm saying? Or spent years and years and years focusing on such negative stuff. Listen, I'm going to say, I got to say this too. Back when we were going back and forth and I was doing my commentary on you, I was reacting to the things that you were saying. And then I heard you mention your mental health. I stopped talking about you. And I wasn't even your friend. We had never like really had a friendship, relationship, or anything. Back when we were, and I can take you to the live. I'm gonna go back in my content and I'm gonna show you, because you said I can't listen to her, and I was listening to you and Gears, and I was talking, I was reacting and responded to the things that you were saying, and you said I can't listen to her. She is something about her, like and then you started talking about your mental health and your emotional well-being, and even though you kept going, I stopped. I even told people behind the scenes, I'm not doing this with Sakina, because once somebody says that their mental is being, even if they're engaging, I feel like it should be all hands. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's just the way I handled it. You know what I'm saying? And even when they went over to Lovely and said, don't do this to Sakina because of her mental health, it's just mind-boggling that they're the ones doing it now. No matter what you're saying. To me, it's like their skin is not thick enough to handle anything, but they feel like they can dish it. I think you got some thick skin though, Sakina. And I think that you're strong. I do. I think you're a strong person. I think you got thick skin. Did any of y'all listen to John Frank's live? Because I want to react to a little bit of it before I start my live about. Listen, Rizi, hold on, because I got my. Okay, y'all. We have family here because the fourth is in a couple of days, so we having this big fourth party and everything. So we got family that is coming in and stuff. So y'all gonna hear some noise in the background more than likely. But I wanted to say this. I was listening to John Frank. And you know what? A lot of people say, "Oh, don't trust him." He say he don't trust me and all of that kind of stuff. But that's all good. We're not. And he told the truth. He told the truth about how he felt, what his opinions were, and he told the truth about what's going on with himself and myself. It's kind of like people want to force us force us into this clique that's non-existent. And because you come out here and you speak your mind, your individual mind that has nothing to do with anybody else, you're in a clique, and you can't be trusted and all of this weird shit. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. How my opinion, just because it might have something similar to do with his, means that we're all clicked up and stuff like that. Same with Sakina. Like I said, I don't know her. I don't know her, but I still understand and I can still be empathetic to what she's going through. This is something that I'm watching on YouTube. And the problem that we all are going to have, especially on social media, is that the problem is that a lot of people, when they say, "Oh, see something, say something," that's okay when it's about drama and it's about mess and when they want to expose somebody. But when you want to give your honest and true opinion about when things are inappropriate or unfair or just mean and evil, they want to say, "Oh, you're wrong. You the devil. You shouldn't speak on what I'm doing." If I was helping you dock somebody, if I was helping you tear somebody down, you wouldn't have a problem with what the fuck I said. Actually, I would be cool with you as long as I'm helping you tear one or two people down. I'm a good guy. But if I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, not being a part of the evil ass sheep gang or the weird ass people that want to pile up on one person, then you're wrong. You're the devil. You're the person that should be doxxed. Your information should be put out here, just like they did that young woman that hung herself. That's who you people are. You people are the type of people that will bully someone until they die. Until they die. That's who you are. And you don't care. You don't care about it. You're just that evil that you don't care. So yeah, John Frank's live was good because he was saying some good things. He said some good things to Sakina when he was on the panel. He was basically like, "Let it go." And then Tawanda getting mad. How's she gonna get mad? And he's out here telling Sakina the same thing that she wants Sakina to do. Let it go. And she came out here and she lied and talking about, "Oh, he came out here stirring the pot and he keeping up the mess." No, the man came out here and told the girl, "Let it go. Make peace with your ass. Let it go." But that wasn't good enough for you. You had to, now you're out here playing the victim like everybody's telling Sakina to jump on you. No, ain't nobody telling Sakina to jump on you. I ain't heard nobody saying, "Get her, get her, get her," because everybody know how demonic and evil you are. Everybody knows that you're gonna go after her kids. You didn't promise that. Everybody knows that you're gonna dox her. Everybody knows that you're gonna lie about her, make up shit about her, and everybody knows she's gonna be out here swinging, trying to defend herself, showing us things that we already seen and we already know. We already know Sakina is not the problem. Sakina is not the issue. Shit, the participation in the live streams tells that woman over there, y'all over there all linked up and piled up. You ain't getting no likes and no support on that shit. She getting likes and stuff on the stuff that she's doing because she's defending herself. And people see that. People see that she's working to defend herself against you, Vonnie, and anybody else that's low key or smiling in her face, kikiing, like they trying to be a peacemaker, but still stirring the fucking pot. I said it. I said it. So we getting ready to listen to a little bit, just a little bit of what John Frank had to say, because what was interesting was, I don't even know if I really want to play it. I think I want to just react to it because it does have the bearded dragon's voice in it. He's listening to her. So I suggest that anybody go over there and y'all watch the last two live streams that John Frank did there on his channel. Get his views up. Let him see, and watch Sakina too, because he was yeah, Sakina is holding her own. And that's another thing that Tawanda thinks that she can silence people. She thinks that she can intimidate people, because she has all of this stuff. And another thing I don't understand is she's saying that John Frank is inserting himself in female business. What happened when your puppet master hit the link? It wasn't nothing but women on the panel then either. So he wasn't inserting himself in female business because there were no other men on that panel. It wasn't men going back and forth. It was women going back and forth. And your puppet master, your master over there, who said he's your puppet master, he came up on the link for you. So Sakina shouldn't have somebody that because John Frank knows all of y'all better than I know. I mean, you've been around y'all and known you. He shouldn't, when John Frank sees something and he knows you better, Tawanda, probably better than a lot of people out here. He knows you better. So he didn't have the right to come out here and say, hey, y'all squash this before it goes to dragging each other's kids. Why are you so mad about that? That's what I don't understand. The man came out here to de-escalate a situation. Hey, Spencer, I did say that's they hate it. They hate peace. They hate the fact that, and then he made some very valid points. He said, if I was out here dragging you pee, I'd be your best friend again or your son again. He said that, and it's true. If he came out here and he acted the way that he was acting back then, doxing everybody and coming after everybody's families and shit, you would love his ass again. That makes you evil. When somebody is trying to change their lives and clean their lives up and shit like that, and I don't know if that's his true path. But that's not my business either. The only thing that I can do is react to what he said. You understand? Since I know you watching. Shit. You said. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. Talk about whoever they want to talk about. This woman made a whole report full of lies. And she wondering why people are upset. She wondering why Sakina is upset. She wondering why people are saying, like, let it go. Even her own people said, let it go. And she won't even listen to them. She won't listen to them. But she don't have that many people. She doesn't have that many people at all. And the thing about it is, I disagree with John Frank on a few things. Now, sometimes you can see somebody in a way because you do care about him. And I think he cares about her. I don't think she gives a shit about him, but I think he does care about her. I'm talking about Tawanda. I think that John Frank does care about Tawanda and the thing that I want to say about that is that sometimes when you care about somebody, even if they've done something to you, you still can't see the worst in them. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry they keep on knocking on my door. I told y'all it's gonna be busy around here. But this is what I don't agree with him in. He says that he does not believe that Tawanda is that troll account. I definitely believe that she's that account. I believe that she's the other account too. She says that she can't be that account because why would she put the person's name in it that was in it? Well, because you want to stir the pot with everybody. That's your goal. Your goal is to stir the pot, and that's what trolls do, right? They come in, they have these names, and they stir the pot. The thing that interests me is that she was the only one subscribed to that troll. Only one subscriber was subscribed to that account. And when Sakina typed the name of that account in, another troll account popped up that had to be linked to that account. It had to be. That's how the whole algorithm thing works. That's how the troll thing works. It had to be. If they had no connection, why would a whole nother troll account pop up when she typed it in? It just makes no sense. And the other thing that makes me believe that is Tawanda is that Tawanda is trying to put it off on everybody else, trying to say, oh, this troll popped up in when Sakina and Bam was arguing. Sakina and Bam were at the worst of their argument 2 years ago. I have the live streams on my channel. It wasn't back then. Back then, Bam had started coming into Sakina's chat, and you were the one that was mad about it. You just expressed that you were the one that was mad about it. And based upon the date that Sakina said, because I haven't gone to the hey Beefy, based upon the what Sakina said, because I haven't gone to that channel to try to see what's going on. She showed it that around the time that account was made was around the time that y'all started coming for her. You and Bonnie. So I'm so confused as to why you're saying that it has anything to do with myself or Bam or even KPR. It's confusing to me. You're the only one that subscribed to it. You know, you said, well, the troll ain't never been in your chat. How do you know that unless it's your account? You said the troll ain't never been out here trolling other people. How would you know that unless it's your account? How would you know where a troll account has and has not been unless it's your account? That's the thing, that all of the things that you say lead to my belief that it's you. But even still, John Frank was on his channel giving you props, basically saying he didn't believe that was you. Now you're saying you coming after him. That's the stuff that blows my mind about you, all of y'all. It's like he was over there saying, I don't think it's her. He was literally caping for you. And then you over here talking about he bending the knee and all of that shit. It don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. And then the thing about it is you say he bent the knee and didn't. You said he bent both knees over here in my chat with the JJ shit. That nigga came on my channel, told me I was just like y'all, that I was basically a nothing, and I was just like y'all. I sit and I took from that nigga. I took from John Frank that day to the point where my own supporters were a little upset with me. But I needed to get the conversation. I need to have the conversation. John Frank drug JJ while he was on my channel, called JJ all kind of names and shit. Talked about him like a dog. And JJ came up and gave him a little 1-2, but he didn't go low. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, some people are adult enough to move on. Your old 70-year-old ass can't. And that old bald head wig wearing bitch over there, that bitch over there, vaginosis, she can't move on either. I don't know what the problem is with either one of y'all. I don't know what your issue is. I don't know why y'all so mad at that man, but that's not my business. I'm going to talk about what I see, though. I don't know why y'all so mad at that man, and he ain't out here dragging neither one of y'all. Neither one of you. That's what I see, and that's what I said. You understand? You know, sometimes it's time for people to yeah, they do. They love confrontation. And then the way that she was hollering at Sakina that day, you know, and then when she heard how stupid she sounded. She heard how stupid she sounded, the oldest one out here and the messiest one out here. She heard how stupid and pitiful she sounded. So the next day, when Sakina comes on the panel, leave me alone, her and Bonnie up there laughing at her. Bonnie up there laughing her ass off. Sakina's like, okay, so if you worried about my mental health, why do you keep on coming at me? That's a good question. If you were concerned about her mental health, knowing just how low Lovely can go, why wouldn't you be concerned about her mental health and you saying you about to murder her? You're about to murder her with your content. Make it make sense. It's just not making sense. Not making sense at all. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And girl, listen, I'm gonna tell you, Tawana, I don't give a fuck what you say about me, bitch. I know some shit about you, and you talking about your life ain't shitty. You got a shitty ass life, bitch. You got a shitty ass life. Stop lying and stop saying, hold on, this is my mom calling. Hold on. Okay. All right. I forgot where I was. See, when my mama call it, like my mind just be like, what's wrong, girl? What's up, girl? So, anywho, about Tawanda and vaginosis and all of them over there. They love that troll report triggers certain people. They love that. They love the fact that certain people feel the need to come out here and prove things to them. The woman said that that's why she was doing it. She was like, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna lie on you, and then I'm gonna make you come out here and prove yourself. She basically said it, not in those exact words, but she said that it's your burden to prove me wrong. That's the most asinine thing that I've ever heard. But that's pretty much how the villain and victim things go. Now we're talking about somebody named Riziki. Y'all, Riziki is a TikToker. And I want y'all to focus on what's happening right here on YouTube today, what has happened on YouTube in the past. Riziki was a sexual assault victim. They weaponized her sexual assault. We've heard that. I mean, they did it to Q. I mean, they did it to other people on this platform. I want y'all to pay attention to how these bullies are all the same, all the same. And I want y'all to please, please, please listen to this content, because this is so important to this is such important content to where I'm getting tongue tied, because this is such important content to understand the role that we all play in this stuff, even as supporters of people who do that doxing and that trolling and that humiliation and that, tearing people down and exposing and all of that stuff. Is such important content because it shows you just how fragile things can be sometimes, and how evil this world can be when they take this stuff as a game, when people with people's emotions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people were saying, "Oh, it's not bullying when it's a back and forth." It is bullying. It's bullying. I don't care what y'all say, it's bullying when somebody is telling you, "Hey, I'm outnumbered. Hey, I don't my mental health is not okay. Hey, I have problems. Could you please leave me alone?" And when I heard Sakina saying, "Just leave me alone. Leave me alone." Hey, Star. And that's all she kept on saying, just leave her alone. Now, when I stopped talking about Sakina, it took her a while. It took her a while to stop talking about me. But guess what happened? People stopped showing up in her chat. They stopped giving her cash apps. They stopped it with all of that stuff kind of died down because I had moved on to different content, and they were so focused on me. They started focusing on where I was moving on to and the content that I was talking about. See, the stalker's gonna stalk. They're gonna follow you wherever you go. They're gonna react and they're gonna respond to whatever it is you're doing. So when I moved on, the content started to dwindle, but she was still in the chats talking stuff when anybody was talking shit about me. But I still focused on the fact that this woman, she said she had mental health issues, and I've been there, and when you're vulnerable, when you're in a place where your mental health is not okay, you have two choices. You have two choices. You either engage and you make that shit worse, or you protect your psyche and you walk away. So I think that's what hey Bam, I think that's what a lot of people are saying, if you do have this, if you are struggling mentally and this stuff does affect you emotionally, back off, because Tawanda don't give a fuck. Neither does Vonnie. They played like they did when it came to the lovely shit, but they don't give a fuck. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about your personal safety. They don't care about any of that shit. The only thing they care about is murdering you. That's what Tawanda said. I will murder you. That's a hell of a word to say to somebody. I will murder you. So, you gotta realize who your opponents are, and understand what you decide whether or not it's worth the fight. So, but you know them better than I do, Sakina, and you strong as hell. So it is what it is. So y'all, I wanna start playing this content about Riziki, and I want y'all to let me know in the chat. Yeah, she is sick. That is sick. And I just want you to hey St. Louis. Did I see Alec in here? Hey Alec. That's not strikeable. I don't know if that I think it should listen. I'm gonna tell you something. I hate that she privates her shit. I hate that she hides any of her shit, because I don't think that stuff like that should be struck. I think that everybody should hear that old ass lady talking like that. I think that because John Frank said it himself. He said it he said it best. I've said it before too. But she's the one exposing herself. She's showing you exactly who she is, and her inability to take from somebody that she's been watching for years. I got a fat old bitch over there that lay on the fucking bed and eat cakes and pies and shit, and then shoot herself up with insulin. Constantly focused on me every fucking day. Every fucking day. From what I understand, this bitch got something to say about me. I don't pay no attention to her. I don't pay no attention to her. The fact of the matter is, when you are an adult and you notice certain shit, like this shit, let that shit go. Because certain shit ain't never gonna go anywhere. It's never going to change. You understand? And that's where Tawanda is. Tawanda has lost control of the people that she felt like she had control of. She doesn't like it, and she's acting like a petulant child. That's what she is. But she's an evil stepchild or some shit like that, an evil old bitch. That's exactly what she is. And like John Frank called out, he was like, your obsession with Unspoken. It's just so obvious. Every fucking thing this bitch has every fucking problem in this old bitch's life seems to have something to do with me. Something to do with me. If it ain't me, it's bam. It's bam, 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 bam. UP. Every fucking thing got something to do with me and motherfucking bam. The bitch is sick. Not Sakina. Not John Frank. Every fucking thing in her life. Yeah, he hit the nail right on the head with her. But he knows her. He knows her. But when he falls out of love with her, he gonna be able to see her clearly. It took me some time too, John Frank. When you think there's something, when you roll for somebody and roll with somebody for so many years, it does take you a amount of time to really, really see them. It does take you some time. But baby, once you come after my kids and my family, I see you clearly. Okay? You ain't got to show me shit else. Once you come after that I love the most, I see you clearly. Ain't no doubt in my mind. You are the fucking devil, honey. You're the devil. So, yeah. She is deranged when she's sitting up talking about she gonna murder people. I will murder you with this I will murder you with this content. You ain't gonna murder a goddamn thing. But your own fucking weird ass reputation, ma'am. You ain't gonna do shit. Ain't gonna do a goddamn thing but run your ratchet ass mouth, your lying ass mouth. That's all you're going to do. Nobody should fear you, and nobody should ever let their mental health be affected by your weird ass. Everybody know you lying. Everyone knows that. So I want y'all to listen to something because I had to listen to this woman. Oh my God. It was like she was talking about this area of YouTube, but she was talking about the area that she's familiar with TikTok, okay? I want y'all to listen to her because we got a lot of stuff to go over with this Rizi case. We're going to have a lot of parts to this because it's a lot of stuff that happened with her. A lot of things happened, like she befriended these people, she thought that these people were her friends, much like myself, much like Sakina, much like Bam. You think that people are your friends, and you think that you have you're supporting people, and then they're the ones that come out and do you the worst. So that's kind of how all of this stuff popped off. She trusted people, and she talks about her life, and she talks about the mistakes that she made on social media. She talks about her mental health. She talks about her relationship with God. Y'all, this is so triggering. I got to put my trigger warning up. It's so triggering to hear this woman discuss, what she was going through, what she was dealing with prior to her passing. So if you guys are hey Thandy, if you guys are sensitive to the act of suicide or bullying, if you have mental health issues, please log off this live because this might not be the live for you. If you've suffered with people taking their lives and you haven't processed that, and are able to deal with this kind of conversation, please log off of this live because it's going to be a very, very sad one. Another sad one. Okay. So, hey, Latrina, let me get my banner up for my trigger warning, y'all. And then we're going to get started. Okay. Let's see here. I should have done it already. Here we go. Okay. Now I want y'all to listen to this. This one, we're going to start with this live from a lady from TikTok. And she was talking about how let's see. Hold on. I want to make sure that I got the right one before we start listening. This stuff is deep, y'all. Let me make sure I got the right one. So many of them. Okay, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to let y'all hear it, but I want to make sure I got the right one first. Hold on. We coming. Here I come. I got to pull this one up. Y'all give me a second because I got to pull the right one up. Okay, here we go. I got this one. I want y'all to listen to this. This is in this young woman's voice. So here we go.
Records related to a past assault committed by a mental Rizi, severe and relentless online bullying. Some reports are stating that she was even encouraged to do so by other TikTok users. Y'all want me to self-unalive, and then when I do, y'all be like, oh, R.I.P. Rizi, gone too soon, so much potential. I'm here now. Y'all are just bashing me into the dirt. The harassment included mocking her mental health struggles and bringing up deeply personal and traumatic information, including private court records related to a past assault committed by a mental health therapist. Messy Talk, the online community allegedly responsible, treated her pain as entertainment. Yeah, the whole thing with BK saying I sexually assaulted him and all that stuff. That really and people literally using that as a dig. I know Chitam, who is I love her so much. She would be once they see you cry, you'll no longer have that kind of you have to be strong. You can't show people your weakness. But y'all just caught me on a good day at a good time. And I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. It's so stupid. Especially because I was sexually assaulted. I was sexually assaulted. Friends and family noted that she had a known history of mental illness and was in therapy trying to manage her struggles while fighting off the public criticism and humiliation, all of which Messy Talk was aware of. And y'all are so fucking cruel. Y'all are so fucking cruel. Y'all are so fucking cruel. I just wanted friends. I wanted friends outside of. I wanted friends outside of outside of my real life. So I can't even TikTok. Yes, I paid for friends. Yes, you're right. And I have nightmares of it literally 4 or 5 times a week. And it's 2 years later, and it feels like it was yesterday. Because of the court process. That's why I'm just why the fuck did I even report? Because
Listen, she's talking about being sexually assaulted by her therapist. No one believed her at first. Even her own family didn't believe her at first. But some evidence came forward that she was actually sexually assaulted. So the court started the process of investigating the man that sexually assaulted her. Now, what happened was somebody else told their SA story, and in confidence to her sharing their story, she felt like she could basically share her story with that person. And what happened was her story got out and it became a weapon. And all of these people started just pretty much like they did Joy when that video came out. They all band up, they hit panels, they drug her, they talked about her body, they saying that you too ugly. It's so similar to what happened in this community and what happens in multiple communities across social media. It's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. Keep on listening because you're gonna hear a lot today. We're gonna go deep with this live today. So hold on, here we go. Yeah.
I could be. I could have buried it deep inside if I didn't report it. Everybody's you're strong for reporting it, and then those people oh, you reported a guilty man, and that's another thing. That's another thing. Do you understand, like, do you understand that, like, reporting him, like, was so hard for me because he's a black man and I have 4 brothers. But even my oldest brother was like, if I would have done something like that, like, I need somebody to report me. So don't fucking do that. You can't fucking do that. I'm so tired of all you bitches. I know y'all really want me to die.
Before her death, Rizi identified 3 people she said played a role in her decision: Candy, Heartbreaker, and her therapist who she accused of assaulting her. In a subsequent live stream after Rizi took her own life, Heartbreaker responded and said she was not sad about it.
Rizi. Now, this is Rizi actually dying on camera while people sat around and watched. Now, the chat, when I come back in my next live, I'm going to show y'all the chat, because at first they were dragging her and talking shit about her. But when they started watching her take her own life, the chat kind of changed. It was kind of like people were shocked at what they were seeing. Y'all, it's so heartbreaking that I kind of like thought about, but it's all over YouTube. It's all over TikTok. If anybody wants to research this, you can see it for yourself. But the chat was like, oh my God, like, please don't do this. And we were just playing, and it's not for real. It wasn't real for them, but it was real for her. And that's the thing, that a lot of people are they don't take this stuff seriously. They don't take the things that they do to other people, the ways that they try to destroy other people's lives. They just don't take it seriously enough. And that's the sad part about social. That's the sad part about the world. Not just social media.
Rizi! Oh my God. Rizi, get down. Rizi, I know you hear us. You hear us, baby. Listen. Baby, it's a better way. You hear us. Tea time is even up here, Rizi. Who has her location? Somebody send me her location to my phone number. Rizi. Baby. Rizi. Who has her location? Somebody send me her location. Get it to Bray, get it to HB, get it to somebody to call 911, y'all. Oh my God. Rizi. Baby, I know you hear me. It's Essence. Rizi. I know you hear me. Rizi. Yes, y'all, get to HB, get to Bray, y'all, get to somebody. Rizi, oh my God, Jesus, I'm coming to you in the mighty name of Jesus. Rizi, listen to me, honey. Please tell me you hear me, Rizi. Bray, do you have her location?
No, I don't.
I don't think y'all know what bullying is. A lot of you guys are upset that I'm not having a reaction to what took place with Rizi, okay? I have not been disrespectful at all since finding out the decision Rizi made, the best decision she thought, she made a decision that she thought was best for her. A lot of people DM me saying that they expected some type of emotion. Because you expect it does not mean I'm obligated to have it, okay? I saw a lot of people very emotional out that I was confused by, right? I wasn't emotional because there's nothing there for me to be emotional about. A lot of us have to understand that I am not you, you are not me. I do not do what y'all want me to do. I have family members that I would react the same way if something was to happen, and I love them and I care about them. I'm just not a very emotional person.
It is being speculated that Rizi's family may pursue legal action related to the individuals allegedly named in her final live stream. It is deeply sad and devastating to witness this unfold publicly online, and it highlights the need for stronger legal parameters to allow intervention in situations like this. May Rizi rest peacefully.
So Rizi's family could be pursuing charges in this situation, allegedly. That's from what I'm hearing. I can't confirm or deny. And they're allegedly pursuing the people that she mentioned, the last two people mentioned on her live, which was Candy and Heartbreaker. Now, Candy deleted her account, but Heartbreaker, she's not scared of anything. She thinks she's untouchable, her and Bray King, because their accounts are still up. She even said that she doesn't feel bad. She doesn't hold herself accountable for any of what happened, because she said that allegedly Rizi had 6 attempts in the past month and that she was present for all 5 of them. And there was a text message that Bray King sent to Rizi saying that she should take a medication starting with a K, 12 of them, if she wanted it to be effective. Deshiana Hurd, I believe her name is, Heartbreaker, she has a history with domestic violence, by the way. She's been to jail. She had. This isn't going to be real to them until the law is involved. You know, they have created a persona online that who they are online is not who they are in real life.
Listen.
Let's just be clear.
Let me tell y'all something. That can't be more true. Who they are online does not reflect who they are in real life. Because these people that's out here dragging and talking about people's finances and where they live and how their lives are shit. Trust me, okay? And they sit and they poke and they poke and they poke all day long at somebody else's life, at people that actually show aspects of their life. Come on now, keep on listening, y'all. This is... Woo.
Who they are online is not who they are in real life. You see, people like them...
Listen.
Get a platform and they think they're bigger than the program. And they start to carry themselves as such because of the weight that their followers hand to them, the power that their followers hand to them. They don't possess this power in real.
Did you hear that? If the followers and the chat didn't support the actions of the content creators wouldn't be doing it. If the followers and the supporters didn't hand money for people to be doxxed, stalked, and harassed, the content creators would not do it. So everybody plays a role and everybody has a responsibility in what's being done on these social media apps. Flat out.
Life, and that's what they seem to not realize. But in real life, you can get prosecuted for this. In reality, you can go to prison. There are laws that have been created for situations just like this. And I think they feel that they are absolved, that they aren't going to be held accountable, that this isn't going to get as serious as it is, and they don't know it is. And once it is, and the law is involved, there are attorneys and lawyers, and they're going to have, and I hope they save every dollar they have from these lives, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it for those attorneys. Once the reality hits for them, they're going to start singing and telling on each other like birds on an electric wire being electrocuted. They're going to throw each other under the bus so fast, faster than you can blink. So though it may be a game for them right now, and it may be funny to them, and it may be getting the popularity that they want out of this, like they're finally getting that attention that they really wanted out of this. You know? They're getting it. But it won't last long. It won't. There's going to be many sleepless nights. And though you can sit here online and say that you're not feeling guilty, you don't have emotions, you don't care, it's not your problem, I know deep down in the back of that fucking little pea brain of yours, you're scared as shit.
I usually mind my business, but the other night I was scrolling on my live and I got a notification from Rizi. She was live, and when I went to the live, I just seen her, in the act, and I was telling everybody, like, this is serious. This is not a game. And everybody seemed to think that this was something she was doing just for attention. And I'm telling them, even if it's for attention, it's a cry for help. It's a cry for help. It's always a cry for help. And everybody thought it was some attention-seeking scheme or plot or plan. And everybody disregarded me. They told me I was tripping and I'm overreacting on them because I'm telling y'all are responsible for the environment y'all create on Messy Talk Gang. And I hope this shit really wake y'all up and see like all y'all doing is tearing each other down, bro. That's all y'all do every day, all day, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, consistently around the clock, tearing each other down, bro. That shit is so foul. It's so fucked up on so many levels. And like I said, I'm not going to call nobody out specifically because I ain't been around. I ain't been around, gang. Because I like to laugh and joke and shit. And y'all take shit way too far over there, bro. And this situation is proof that every single last one of y'all need help. Y'all sit there miserable all day talking shit, streaming this, commenting that, recording this. Oh, I'm this, doxing this, doing foul shit, just foul all day. Bad vibrations, low ass energy. Like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Y'all couldn't see this girl wasn't hurting?
Lisa.
Y'all was talking to her every fucking day, and none of y'all could recognize the fact that this shit was for real. Y'all told me I was crazy. I ain't been around in months. But y'all told me I was crazy for thinking like, yo, that shit is serious. Y'all told me that she was attention seeking, gang. Like, oh man, I come back 2 days later, they like, rest in peace, Rizi. Man, what the fuck you mean? Y'all told me this was a stunt. And this is the fucked up part about it. None of y'all take mental health serious until it's too fucking late. Now everybody want to be all performative and crying and doing all this fake ass shit. Y'all can't even stop arguing to talk about this. Still want to blame, point fingers. You responsible, justice for this, do all this extra shit, bruh. All of y'all are complicit in creating an environment that is not safe for people's mental health, bro. Every single fucking last one of y'all. Y'all all complicit in this shit. Don't try to blame this one, that one, the others.
And see, that's where I agree with her. You can't just blame the content creator. You can't blame the channel holder. You have to blame the entire chat. Everybody is complicit in what they do. You in the comments, you type in violent, disgusting things about this person while the content creator is dragging them. You paying the content creator to do it. You're complicit in what's being done to another individual. You're basically like a co-conspirator. It's not like you can be charged for it or anything, but you are definitely part of the problem. Definitely. Keep listening.
Specifically, it's all of y'all. All of y'all. Y'all all complicit in this shit, bro. And that's why I stopped coming over there because I realized, bro, like at the end of the day, I'm not going to be responsible for tearing down other black women and black men all day, every day. Like, bro, what this shit get to a point? This shit get to a point. And look, the point got us to is this girl lost her life. She lost her life behind this shit, bro. And y'all keep thinking like it don't matter what you say to people. It do matter. It matters how you treat people. It matters what you say. It do matter, bro.
Hey, Shay.
That shit fucked up. But man, rest in peace to Rizi, man. That was my nigga, bro.
The thing is, no one care about black women's mental health. There's never a safe space. R.I.P. Rizi. Well, I definitely agree with you there, young lady. But the thing is, this situation with Rizi, it was black women.
Listen.
That pushed her to the limit, that pushed her to the edge. It was black women that told her to unalive herself. It was black women that was provoking her, bullying her, teasing her, adding on additional problems to her mental health. Now, we already know how society treats black women, but it's time for a lot of you sisters to start telling the truth. Y'all treat each other way worse than society treats you. And what's so crazy is I'm hearing a bunch of victim blaming. I'm hearing black women. I'm hearing black women. And this ain't about another color. This is about black women. I'm hearing black women victim blaming. They're victim blaming Rizi, talking about the only reason why she unalived herself is because she was looking for attention.
Listen.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, she looking to get attention by unaliving herself? Like, how is somebody trying to get attention by unaliving themselves? Because the attention that they're trying to get, if they unalive themselves, they're not going to be able to see that attention that's given to them. It's crazy, right? The amount of victim blaming that I'm hearing from Black women in this situation is crazy. And this isn't just 1, 2, or 3. There are so many victim blaming, saying the only reason why she unalived herself is because she wanted attention. Attention that she couldn't get while she was here. If that ain't victim blaming, if that ain't anti-pro-Black women, then what is? And again, condolences to Rizi's family and RIP to the goddess.
So y'all, we getting ready to go. And we're getting ready to listen to another live because
Hey y'all,
hold on one
y'all
second.
know me, dropping in.
I want to show you. I want y'all to hear something else. Now this is from a hold on. Let me mute for 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Shut about it, Rizi. I want you to hear me talk about you. Thank you so much, Sassy Classy. Dang, yeah. Thank you, Real Bone. Rizi, you're taking too long to get here. Your brace probably isn't on your foot. But let me tell you something. Last night, I don't know what was in me. Here, let's get right here. But you already know. When I get on that crown, it's going down. And we own it. Dang, yeah. Thank you, Lisa G. Boo. Send to the CA, y'all. We need dudes.
Listen. Dues is money.
Rizi.
They have to pay. They pay for everything over there. Everything.
I know AJ's so slow, man.
Hit the cash app. Listen, like pay the dues. Everything is about money. Absolutely everything.
That's the biggest, softest thing I know. I just don't got time. I don't. I do not. I don't. I don't.
These are Rizi's bullies, y'all.
I do not. I don't. Rizi, you know what? Let me take. Hold on.
This is Heartbreaker, one of Rizi's main bullies.
Never. I'm not in the car, y'all. I'm on the moon. Oof. Ooh.
Queen, I hope you're not driving. No, Queen ain't never driving and live streaming. And if I am, y'all in the passenger seat. I am at a stop. I'm at a stop.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
Okay, awaiting someone, and then I'm gonna go get some food. You and Shady is seeming to be related at this point. I don't know what's going on. And I sure hope you do make your way back over to the kingdom. Because you're not going to be over here rubbing off on my girls. You had all them people fighting for this. Is a prime example why I say mind your business on Messy Talk. Because no matter how bad, no matter, I promise you they're going to come back around to one another.
Listen, y'all got to listen close to this. Because what she's doing right now is...
A matter of fact, Pensacola Half Price Coke, I think that they should come out with a page called 6 Facilities Later.
They're talking about her mental health.
With Rizi with that wrestling picture or her getting baptized on the profile. You a different kind of stupid. We got all kinds of stupid. There's different levels of stupid. You got stupid that's been manipulated.
When I tell you,
never mind.
When I tell you that your bullies watch you and they study you, you have to pay close attention to what she's about to say. Because she's about to psychoanalyze this young girl because she talked to her. This girl told her her secrets. She told her her problems. She told her her fears and everything. So y'all got to listen to this very, very closely. I know it seems a little bit confusing now because you don't really know these people. You don't know what happened. But this is Heartbreaker, and she's on her own panel, and she's talking to Rizi, who she professed to be Rizi's friend at one point. And pay attention to the similarities of some of the things that this woman says and some of the things that Tawanda said recently, or some of the things that Vonnie says, or some of the things that people that I used to fuck with have said about me, mental health and all of this stuff, and how they will use it and weaponize it and try to tear you down with the things that you've been through in life. But they won't disclose the things that they've been through, the struggles that they've had. Like, everybody has struggles in life. Everybody. And don't you ever let anybody make you feel less than for something that you have survived.
Y'all always letting up people and they come up here and it sound like they digging in the bottom of their purse for 7 cents. Or in the house looking for their birth certificate. Please. You different, Rizi. I ain't seen your level of fucked up before. And that's the reason why you're having to go this place to this place. Because they just like, this is a special case. This is a special case. Let me tell you what happens. When somebody grows up in a home where the parents provide money and no connection, that's what happens. It ain't no warmth. It ain't no love. It ain't no affection. No validation. No, I see you. I hear you. I care about you. The love is replaced with transactions. So while you may have a mother and a father and a brother, you did not, for real. Y'all's relationship was transactional. They just so happened to procreate and have you. So while you may yearn for that today in your adult life, you yearning for it in 2 ways, and it's tricky. Because I'm your therapist today.
Listen.
Yeah. You yearning for it, but you want the attention, you want the emotional connection, but you also want to be mistreated because you also used to that. The mistreatment with your people is when they excuse you. When they pay you no never mind. When you have to get over things.
Exactly,
like
Upward.
We don't have to tend to you. You are cared for. You're going to be set when you get older. You know, like on the movies with the rich people. You know, everything.
And that's another thing. They were jealous of her wealth. Her family She came from an African family and they were very well off. This girl doxed the fuck out of her, doxed where her annuities was, told about her investments, found out that she was a part of an investment plan that the minimum investment required $1 million. They doxed the fuck out of her. This woman right here that's talking, and she seems so jealous of Rizzy's assets that she focused on it. But Rizzy used her assets to try to, buy friends. And she said that was her issue. She wanted friends, you know. So keep listening.
Come down to money and shares, like on Black and Beauty. Nobody give a damn by nobody. Comes down to the money. And the only reason we have to care to keep you alive so it does not affect our money. That's it. So then you go out of your way and you spend your money.
Listen.
You spend your money. Because you're trying to get emotional validation. Some shit you ain't never got and you still ain't gonna get. And you do it by way of spending money. When I talk to Rizi on the back end, I pour into Rizi like a motherfucker.
Listen.
But you can't tell.
Didn't Tawanda say the same thing?
It's not where Braid and Rizi is, because I can't. I'm not gonna do that balance thing. Rizi not used to being nice to. Rizi bonds with people who mistreat her. That pattern with Rizi is very common, and it ain't got nothing to do with like and abuse.
Listen.
Because at first I thought that was the case. Rizi got trauma bonding tendencies.
Listen.
If the only attention she ever got came from unpredictable or inconsistent people, her brain learns to associate with that. Mistreatment equals attention to her. Chaos equals a connection to her. Fixing someone equals feeling valued. Gifting somebody equals feeling valued. Making you smile and cheer her on because she sent you money makes her feel valued. She's trying to win emotional validation. She ain't never got or ain't gonna get. When somebody grow up emotionally abandoned, like she has, because her people's relationship with her was transactional, they feel like if I can get this person to treat me right, then I finally won. If I can get some type of leverage over this person, gifts and cash apps, then I finally won. And I finally matter.
Let me tell y'all something. What's fucked up about what she's doing is she studied Rizi. Rizi has talked to her and shared some of her personal information, her secrets, her fears with her. And what she's doing is, when you're in a state of psychosis, because when you're suicidal, that is a state of psychosis. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a state of psychosis, you tend to believe the most negative things. And what she's doing is she's basically trying to spin this narrative like, I'm a better friend to you than anybody else because I'm telling you the truth about who you are, about what your family is. She don't really know this woman or know her family, but this woman knows that she shared certain things with her. And she also has these things in her head, due to her psychosis and her depression, that she's been dealing with for years, and also the sexual assault done to her by the therapist. She has these trust issues. She has boundary issues. She has all of these issues right now going through her head, and this person is exacerbating them. You know what I'm saying? And she knows that she is. And she's taking great pleasure in doing that. And that's what I was trying to tell Sakina, that some people will take great pleasure in your pain, honey. It will get them off to see you in pain. Let's keep on playing this, y'all.
So she keep going back. She don't care how bad you do her. Maybe this time he'll see me. Maybe this time he'll appreciate me. Maybe I can earn his love I didn't get growing up. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I did. It's just weird. Then she go back over there yesterday and try to get Braid. He accused her of some shit that she claimed he didn't do. She claims he mistreats her. She claims he's pushing her away, bitch. We seen him push her away. Then sometimes he pull her back in and sometimes he don't. That inconsistency strengthens her trauma bond.
And that's what this woman did
so
to her too.
It hurt her? No, baby, it's feeding and fueling her. I'm just saying. It's feeding and fueling her. As sick as it sounds, she loves it.
Listen.
Now, while that may destroy a lot of us, that is her kryptonite. And bitch, I'm tired of playing. No, TFC, she know I know better. So that's why Rizi don't play with me. Something's wrong. And there's a lot of insecurities there. When you are rooted in low self-esteem, fear of abandonment, being alone, feeling unworthy.
This is less
unworthy of like real love or anything.
This is less than a month before Rizi took her own life, y'all. Less than 1 month that she's doing this. I think it was like 2 weeks before she transitioned. This woman was saying all of this stuff. So keep listening.
Believing that mistreatment is absolutely normal because that's all you fucking know.
She does up.
That is not a disorder. You're wasting your money at these facilities, Rizi. That is a wound that a therapist and nobody, psychologist or nobody else can heal. It's going to start with you. And you're not ready. You probably never will be. Some people die this way. This ain't no disorder. They done diagnosed you with everything. It ain't much left. You're going to be an attorney getting a Social Security check every month.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing that I didn't tell y'all about Rizi. She was in law school. And she was at the top of her class. That's another thing about her. So this thing is so complex that
You have an emotional abandonment wound. You got trauma bonding tendencies. You got an attention addiction. You got a fear of losing any type of connections, but the connections that you do make are so unhealthy because it comes down to you having some type of leverage over a person, whether that's a secret, your money, or them relying on you. That's why that day, that night when you and Brave fell out and you was over here, and you was talking, because you came in there, you didn't have to come in there and say what you said to him about the money thing, and them people was sending him $500, $100, $200, lions and tigers and bears. Oh, it gave you hell, girl. It bruised your ego like a motherfucker. It sure did. It did. Because you realize that your money is shit and others have it. When you no longer felt like you was needed, oh, girl, you went hell. You was fed up. You were fed up. You couldn't take it anymore. You hate that feeling. Where you thought you had that nigga, you did not. You learned real quick. I don't. I am not.
That means I had to go get Ray by. He showed out when I sent him that damn video that he just loaded. That man went off. What I missed.
Rizi the topic right now until we get around. Thank you, so humble. Till we get around to the streaming. What you call it?
What she do now? Besides, they said she was big and be back in Brave.
Hello. I'm trying to help her to understand what's really wrong with her. And I ain't no psychologist, y'all. I'm no therapist. I'm no doctor. But it's obvious what's wrong with Rizi, and it has nothing to do with no disorders. Everything Rizi is doing is deliberate. Everything's on purpose. Okay. Some of us really suffer from things that we, with the right treatment, it could be helped. This is
pathetic is not a mental illness. People choose to be pathetic. You just be pathetic. You don't love yourself. I don't care about no damn petty roach.
No, Rizi is emotionally, she's wounded. A disorder can't help that. You're gonna have to fix whatever caused that wound, and that's with your parents, and they're not willing to do it. Your mom's busy.
Listen.
With trillions and trillions of lawsuits. Your dad's busy. Living his best life. He can care less. I've done what I was supposed to do for y'all. Adios. Your other brother's busy. Marrying a young girl. The other one's busy. ODing every week and going to jail. Nobody has time. So you get on here and you build bonds with people with your money. I'm just saying. But one thing you're not going to do is come your ass over here and play in my face, in my supporters' face. You ran over here when you and Braid had an issue. And we made sense of the situation because then I still stand firm.
So the guy Braid King, Rizi paid him $2,500 and rented a resort in Florida so he could fly in and braid her hair, right? Now they were online friends, fake frenemies, right? But she didn't realize that. She paid for him, she flew him out, and she paid him. She paid for his flight, she paid for the room, and she paid him $2,500 to braid her hair. Now, this is gonna blow y'all mind, right? So she was drinking and he had took some liquor out of her room, and she felt like since they were friends and he was gay, that they could stay in the same room. No sex. She wasn't trying to like sleep in the same bed with him and stuff, right? He said no, he didn't want to sleep in the same room with her. So she said, okay, I'm gonna get my own room. So she was on a live with another guy. They asked her where Braid was, and she said in the other room, and I want to go and get my liquor out of his room. So she knocked on his door. He wouldn't answer. She kept knocking. He said, go to the other door. She went to the other door. He was in the bed. He said he was in the bed nude, and she tried to SA him. Now, all the time she's on live, people say they didn't see anything like that, but supposedly, these two women speaking are full of ignorance. Yeah, they are, Sir Ike. Hey, Sir Ike. They are. So what they did was they started saying, "Oh, you're responsible for raping this guy or sexually assaulting this guy," and it triggered her because she's a SA victim. And she was like, don't say that. That's not true. I didn't do that to him. And they just made a whole big old campaign about it on TikTok, and they put her on trial and say, yeah, you did SA him. And it's horrible what they did to her. But what was crazy is when that stuff died down, she wanted to squash it. And she went into his chat and she said, unblock me. And she paid him to unblock her. That's just how deep she was into this needing friends, needing to be around people that actually violate her all the time. So this woman was mad because Rizi had come back to her after she had doxed her, violated her, put all of her personal information out, came after her family, told about her SA, and she went back. Yes, straight extortion, pretty much. And when she went back to so when she started going back in the guys chat, this woman, heartbreaker, she got mad because money. Now you're back over there with him and you handing him money. It wasn't even about friendship for any of them. It was about who can get Rizi in their chat, who's going to get the money, who is she going to let, she's going to be our content. She was pretty much like a bam over there in the over there on TikTok. There's a whole community relied on her for their content. A whole community relied on her. They doxed her, drug her, talked about her life, and talked about her family, what issues her family was going through. They found out so much information about her. Y'all, they have people over there that actually work in government and share information. They risk their jobs. They share information from their government employed jobs. They will dox you. They have doxed kids. They said this woman heartbreaker, she has put children and grandparents in caskets and all kind of stuff. Just absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Hey, Mr. Oh, okay, Mr. F your feelings. Hello, how are you? Are you here to say F our feelings? Or do you have some input? Because I've never seen you in here before.
Things I just don't feel. Some things I did feel was a bit exaggerated. I did. But you cannot threaten to sue somebody, claim this, claim that, and then be in a comment section begging and pleading. I don't like the fat fart that he is, but I applaud him for not going. Okay? I do. I applaud him for saying.
Yesterday to record because they want to send that to a lot. They told him.
Oh, hey, Cherokee.
When she came in there asking to be back for a part of his platform, they mean business. They gonna get that girl hemmed up. Watch you see now.
I applaud him for saying, you know what? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Something's wrong with you. I applaud him for acknowledging that and saying this is bigger than TikTok and I'm not playing with you. Playing with you is a dangerous game. I do. Because if I ain't never understood you before, I did not understand you last night. You even went in FOE's live. Unblock me. They sent me clips. You sent gifts and I'm like, what her initial?
That's crazy.
When the diamond live spent $1,000.
I'm doing good, Cherokee.
No people getting like I'm not understanding.
Like they did Wendy Williams. Somebody need to take.
Then you sat up here, you lied. I'm talking. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Ooh, girl, I almost said something. I ain't gonna tell you this. I give you the benefit of the doubt, right? You come on my live last night. They said Braid said all HB and Diamond doing is using you. Now let me tell y'all how this goes. Thank y'all so much for the Novembers, y'all. We need 2 more people to send dues. Let me tell y'all how this go. Y'all, in 20 minutes, we're going to be streaming another live that's going to be playing the 911 call from the incident with T and Mr. Darren Lucas, okay? In 15 minutes, he's going to be live. Rizi go inside of Diamond Live and put in the chat on her backup page, unblock me. I want to gift you. Because you can't just say unblock me on GP, right? Diamond unblock her. She's trying to get Diamond in the populace past Braid. Now, this ain't even Diamond's intentions at the time. So, Diamond unblocker. She come in on her main page. She spent over $1,000 in there. Right?
Did y'all hear this?
To get Diamond there. Diamond never passed Braid.
So Rizi goes in and trusts it. So this is how it goes on TikTok, from what I'm understanding. A lot of people get paid to drop people, pass them, and all that kind of stuff. So Rizi would spend money in people's chats, like to get rid of her ops or get the ops out the chat for a while so she could participate in the chats. But these are all people who have drugged her and doxed her and talked about her. She fought so hard for friendships with people that sat and watched her die and laughed about it. She paid these people thousands of dollars. And one content creator that I'm going to react to probably tomorrow, she talked about how Rizi probably spent over $100,000 in 1 year on that app, gifting people, paying for friendships. And y'all heard her at the beginning that's what she came to TikTok for. She wanted to find friends, but they made her pay for it. So none of what they were doing was genuine. None of their participation in her life was ever genuine. But when they wanted to pick her up, they picked her up. When they wanted to put her down, they put her down. Same like the LTG and Bam relationship. And that's kind of, hey, Shadow, that's kind of how that's kind of the conversation that I would have with Bam in the background. Like when you see things the way that they really are, that somebody is picking you up when it's beneficial to them and throwing you up under the bus when it benefits them. That's not a friendship. Friends are ride or dies, they support you, pretty much through thick and thin. And that's the thing that people have to understand. They throw around this oh sis and bro and you're my friend and all of that stuff. They use those terms so loosely, but the reality of it is your friend is not going to humiliate you. Your friend is not going to do any of the things that these people do to one another. And people like in the cemetery, they'll say, oh, we're just a dysfunctional family. Well, honey, children are taken out of dysfunctional families. You know what I'm saying? And things get better for them. You cannot continue to think that you're not a bully if you're constantly attacking somebody, especially people that say leave them alone. And you can't continue to laugh at the things that are traumatizing to others. It's horrible. And it could lead to something like this. And you don't even know if it has led to something like this, because not everybody is going to take their own life on social media and tell people why they are doing it and who's responsible for their pain. Not everybody's going to do that. Some people just going to disappear. You're not going to know what happened to them, and you could have had a role in it. You know, it was a content creator. I did some commentary on a content creator back in the day. She lost her child because another content creator on here lied on her marriage, said that she was messing around, and said that the baby that she was carrying wasn't her fiance's child. And the stress of that content actually played a role in her having a miscarriage. And this is true. I actually did commentary on that person. That person was literally in my chat, in my bushes and stuff, and telling me what was going on. So this stuff is serious for a lot of people, you know, and a lot of people, especially when you're making up lies about people, fabricating things, it's just not okay. It's not okay. And for people who say that they have assets, you know, say that they have something to lose, I don't know why those people ever do anything like that. Because the day is going to come that somebody's going to come and try to stick their hands in your pocket. And after they try to stick their hands in your pocket, they might be trying to take away your freedom, because you can't do that to people. Y'all just a little bit too cocky out here. A lot of people are just a little bit too cocky. That's going to change though, and it should. So let me finish playing this. I want to play another. I'm going to share all of this stuff that I'm playing. I'm going to share it all on my community wall. And when I share this out on my community wall, can people who have like visible community walls, y'all share it out like Bam or Alec or somebody else? Share it out so people can hear it, because it's really important. We need to spread the word about this.
Wrestle no dick out of nobody, bitch. Nobody wants to.
Okay.
Trigger warning: bullying and loss. This video contains distressing audio connected to online harassment and the loss of a young Black woman. No graphic visuals are shown. Viewer discretion advised.
You would have been another person that's going to jail.
The fuck?
Because that was not
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, you're not
If
gonna
you would have touched me, you would have been another person going.
This is Rizi talking about the guy when he, you know, said that he would have, if she got drunk, he would have effed her. And then when she told the people on TikTok that he was the one that said that he would have effed me, they flipped it and said you wanted to rape him. So this is what I'm saying, is like they will take your words, they will twist it, and they will flip it, and all of a sudden you're the villain, you're the one that did something, even knowing that this individual was in the wrong. Came, took her money, lied on her, didn't even do her hair right, and then called her a rapist.
To jail.
Exactly.
We knew it. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, how you gonna say you gonna fuck me? No, I don't want to be fucked by you.
It's 50 to bring Q-tip leg back.
I don't want to be fucked by you. Why do y'all think y'all can just fuck me? No.
Ain't that a song or something?
No.
Always I want to be loved by you. Damn.
I hope somebody got that on camera.
They did, boo. You ate him up again.
Good job, Rizi. You're doing better and better each day.
You can't. No, I'm tired. Like, Black men are supposed to protect and love you. You're not supposed to be just like, oh, if out you would swallow the whole bottle. And that would have been great. That would have been amazing. That would have been awesome, because you know what? I was having a good time.
Listen here, hot lady.
I was having a good time getting drunk. not in the plan. That wasn't in the game plan.
How the fuck I get out of here?
You would have been in jail just like that,
You're
man.
stuck
And
right
you would
there
have
for
had to charge
accidentally
just like
requesting it, boo.
HB, take me out, girl.
Fine.
you would have had to charge just like him.
Let's see what Iris and Melanie want. I don't know
Man
why
said he was gonna fuck me.
and Leo.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
So usually you guys, I'm never on a man's side, but this time Rizi is the one who's treating him like a prostitute, as
They
well
paid the brain, laugh back. So if Hot Legs request stuff, let her up.
as well as she's using this narrative like he's an abuser and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is not okay.
Leola,
thought
they
you
was
still
talking about
put a
digging your
wet
ass
for the
earlier
win.
this morning. Like, what are you talking about? Leola,
I feel like he's kind of
listen,
stealing
you have
her
your
story.
own problems.
I feel like she's kind of stealing the story of like what she did to Bray King is very similar to what that old Chicago guy tried to do to you.
She ain't getting no head.
Leola, wait a minute, because I'm sneaking in this motherfucker. How the fuck
Laugh,
you
don't
want to
speak
sleep
to
in
me.
the same bed with somebody you don't want
Laugh,
to
don't
fuck?
speak to me.
Shut up. I wouldn't give a fuck. Why
Laugh,
would you
you
want to
want
sleep in the same bed with
We're
somebody
not.
you don't want to fuck?
Laugh, we're not speaking. Okay,
I-
like, we're not speaking at all. Like, I never want to speak to you again.
Y'all, this is
speaking
all
to you,
over the
bitch.
place.
I
I
said
know y'all
shut
don't
up.
understand, but
Why
let
the
me get
fuck
to the
would
one
you
I want to
want
play
to
for
sleep in
y'all.
your bed with somebody you don't want to fuck?
Remember, we're supposed to be in the same city in the future.
Leola, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
I won't.
so that's all I'm saying. I'm never usually on a man's side.
Really
but-
bad.
Leola, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is.
Laugh, can you hear me?
I don't give a fuck what your
Yeah, we
opinion
can
is.
hear
Y'all heard me. HB, can I say something real quick?
No, Brett,
Yeah.
you're dangerous.
HB, may I say something?
No,
Without interrupting
you're
the
dangerous.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
No, he's dangerous.
This is Virgo's
Now I'm
time. One
dangerous.
at a time.
Right. I just wanted to say this real quick. I'm so grateful and thankful that I did not sleep in the bed with her. Let me just thank God for making sure that I knew the way that
No,
just
it
tried to
didn't
set me
happen
up,
on
y'all.
YouTube.
Because the fact that you
Respectfully,
said
the way that you tried to set me
It
up,
happened
Rizzy,
on
you could never-
TikTok.
You just said you was gonna fuck me.
Please shut up, Rizzy. Please.
No.
Hold on, baby.
Please, Rizzy. Like, you cannot try to
No.
sound dangerous or nothing, but you just said, Rizzy, please. Rizzy, I thank the Lord that I did not sleep in that bed with you. Bitch, you make me not even want to
I
motherfucking
thank the Lord for
fly
that
out
too.
to nobody again. Respectfully, bitch. You are so dangerous.
Don't go
Rizzy.
anywhere else.
Like,
Stay in
respectfully,
Tennessee.
you are so dangerous. That's all I can say to you.
Stay in
Donuts, guys. Go ahead, Rizzy. Donuts.
Stay in Tennessee, please. Because if
No, she can talk now, you guys. As long as she's not. Go ahead.
Just look at that. Just look.
no, if you would have ever do that shit to me, I would have put you under the jail. I don't know why men like you think y'all can do whatever you
Y'all, they putting up images of her while they're on there, and she's trying to tell them that she did not essay this man, that they're making up lies about her. I'm trying to find the other live because it was so freaking. Okay, hold on 1 second.
I know you ain't motherfucker say this. Calling the funeral homes for what? Talk about who did the motherfucking body. Like this at this point, this is past the mental illness. Authorities need to be involved.
The people who respect Rizzy and respect the family to do so. I'm not expecting nothing but what $2 came up and said. I'm not expecting nothing but what HB came up and said. What I was not expecting was AJ. I was not expecting that. So I need the people who do respect Rizzy and who do love Rizzy to follow my lead. That's all I need y'all to do.
And speaking of, since we back in the kingdom, what Rizi would do is tell
Well,
you,
we
push
in
your
the
motherfucking populars. You know what I'm saying?
Push your populars.
Grab your heart means push them populars. Let's get on to the top to where Rizi is on this in the kingdom, okay? So y'all grab y'all heart knees, tap it up. We're going to a millie today. The kingdom is back. Push them populars.
Push y'all tap the screen.
No, we already at 11K. We're gonna hit it. Let's get
My
it.
whole thing is we're gonna be back to business as usual. Plus, I love the idea and the idea that Bella did give. Like, there is other mess, there is conversations, there is something to talk about. It don't gotta be. It really doesn't have to be. I might not have been around for the before of what it used to be, but it doesn't have to be how it is. Respectfully, I don't care what none of y'all say. I really don't. Respectfully, okay. Thank y'all to everybody pushing the populars. The people who respect the motherfuckers should do it.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next one because this is them talking about Rizi.
Can you go favorite it, please? For Instagram. And Big Daddy Ray.
HB, don't end the live. Don't end the live. Don't
It's
end the live.
ending me now. It told me to close the app.
No, don't. HB,
Listen,
I'm telling you, if you end
they
the live,
were live.
listen, I just
This
tried
live
to,
is mind
listen, y'all,
blowing.
just make TikTok shit.
This live is mind blowing because they were live on another channel when Rizi killed herself. I want y'all to listen to this. This when she took her life. Listen to what's happening right here. This is HB, one of her biggest bullies, reacting and responding. Y'all got to listen to this stuff. This stuff was so freaking wild. I couldn't even believe it.
I just tried to go in my page on this. I can't do nothing.
I don't like it.
HB and Braid King got their accounts banned.
Let me just show them. Y'all, I can't even go live. So look, it's not only not letting me go live, y'all, you can't even switch pages. It's not even letting me switch accounts.
TikTok banned their page. Let me tell y'all, TikTok banned their pages. Banned their pages because they got reported for bullying this girl, but they were able to make new pages. They both have new pages. They lost, like, I think one of them had 500,000 subscribers and the other one had almost 1 million followers. They lost both of those big pages, but they had other pages and they were able to just go on and pick up where they left off.
Yeah, this is my only escape. Can you go to favorite?
No, do not end this, HB. Do not end this live.
On my screen, I can't see you. It just says learn more, close the app. I don't see you.
Now she's crying.
No, I don't see.
She crying about the loss of her page, y'all, but she didn't cry about driving somebody to suicide. She say she didn't give a fuck about driving somebody to suicide, but she's crying because TikTok took her page. From what I understood, she came back and she showed a Cash App that had $44,000 in it that was all given to her by supporters. $44,000 was sitting in the, no, I'm sorry, a PayPal where she was receiving PayPal payments. It had $44,000 in it.
Nothing. My screen is black and I just hear you.
Hold on, wait, y'all. Can y'all hear me and see me? Can y'all see me in HB?
I can't see you.
I'm asking the comments. I can see all the comments. They're saying, let's go to favorite. Let me read some of the comments real quick. What is HB's favorite? They're asking for your favorite at HB. They can see us and they can see the comments. Damn, how the hell we end up being the last two? She said Heartbreaker.
Underscore XOXO.
Heartbreaker underscore XOXO, y'all. Drop it in the comments. Wait, they're saying go to favorite it. I see everything fine. It's good on them. They can hear and see fine. They're saying this is sad. Damn, y'all. They're not. I can't do nothing on there.
I love you.
They really shut it down. They said that the comments just stopped. HB.
What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
The comments just stopped. I'm looking at no. I see. Let's go to favorite it. My Instagram is Big Braid King.
Okay. Till Monday, yes, till Monday. Somebody just texted me till Monday. I can't breathe.
They just fucking. Are you serious? They really did it.
Thank you. Oh, I won't stress. I promise you, I'm not stressed about it. I'm not stressed about it because, again, I
know. How many times did HB tell Rizi to unalive herself? And because HB is not answering me, if you all have any of the clips, I'll gladly play them so we can count how many times together.
HB, are you purposely not answering her or not answering that question?
No, you can ask me whatever question you want.
They want to know if you recall how many times since you've been Rizzy's friend did you tell her to unalive herself?
I can't recall.
Because it's been a lot.
In return of her telling me to do it once, I told her to do it. And I think one time when she talked about me getting, messed with as a child, I told her again. Two that I can remember for certain.
Oh, she played the victim.
But on Messy Talk, that's a common thing to say. So who knows how many times?
She said on Messy Talk it's a common. She said on Messy Talk it's a common thing to tell people to kill themselves.
Because I was present for a lot of them.
And they laughing at it like it's a joke.
And you have a couple people in your queue.
Okay, I hope this is recording. Driving to work.
So listen, I'm gonna stop it right here. I think I need to go forward. Okay, let me see if I can find the other
shit in real life, like from my childhood, my parents.
Okay, listen.
Something she didn't talk.
Okay, here we go.
Something you said yesterday that like really just like I need people to understand is there's something anybody can say on this damn app that I haven't heard in real life. Like I actually am dealing with shit in real life.
This is Rizi's voice, yeah.
From my childhood, my parents, even now, my family, my stupid ass brothers, and this fucking rape case. Like I'm dealing with shit now, and so literally TikTok is an added pressure, it's an added trigger that's just unwarranted, unnecessary. I'm not like y'all. I don't get money from this. Like I'm not able to make money like y'all do. Like I would love to, but I don't have that presence. I don't have that talent and all that stuff. So I am abused and used here. But Kiana was definitely my first abuser. You didn't know about me until that story broke out. Because she broke it out.
The fact that you can bully someone to death on this app and everyone is just treating it like tea, but some of y'all need a reality check on who you are. Now, over here, I give think pieces. I give soft versions of think pieces. I don't give those hardcore, rude, and obnoxious think pieces. Over here, it's all about respect. And I'm going to always go by that notion of respect the next person, even if you don't agree with their narrative. A lot of y'all that host these podcasts and these live panels are a problem. I spoke about this last week where a lot of y'all treat this app like it's high school. Like you got the cool kids table, you know what I'm saying? And you got the jocks, the cheerleaders. And I'm going to stand on that. Because when I go into these lives and I sit there and listen to the conversing that y'all are doing, y'all sound like y'all still in high school. And it's childish. I was in a panel last week where two women got into it. And they was talking about pulling up on each other. If you was in front of me, you know, we'd have to scrap and this and that. I'm like, y'all want to be the next Breakfast Club or y'all want to be the next Shade Room so bad. And y'all get on this app every single day like y'all are higher than thou. And I see it every time I go in these podcasts or these lives. So be careful how you talk to people and how you deal with people because you don't know what that person is going through when they hop off
social media makes coward. Yes.
Out of TikTok.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we are all humans, and humans function.
And some of the biggest cowards are the ones like the clown. Like they'll sit up in there and tear everybody's life down, but you don't even get to see his face. The other day he was talking about Alec. You know, I gotta say this because I just heard it like yesterday. So the other day he talking about Alec. He's saying, "Oh, you know, Alec is this boy with Down syndrome." And so, like, automatically when you say that. Boy with Down syndrome and you a whole grown ass man about to be 50 years old, a whole grown ass man, and you know that you're dealing with basically a child with Down syndrome, and you're sitting up in here and you're saying, oh, Alex said the N-word with the ER and all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, and UP forgave him. You don't know anything about what's going on over here. You don't know about how we've dealt with that. And the other thing is that you can say the most vile and disgusting things about black people every day. Saying, oh, sitting on the porch, you old saggy titty, old grandma, and calling people whores and bums and all kind of stuff. You're a white man who drags black people every single day, every day. And nobody checks you because you drag and you dox for them. See, to me, what happened with Alec, it was a soft correction. It was a respectful correction, and everybody let him know how they felt. Some people don't even deal with him anymore. And that's their choice and that's their right. But it's not your business. It's not okay what you do every freaking day trying to tear somebody down, doxing people, but you hide your whole life. Will strike a channel if they tell the truth about you being a white man. A white man dragging people every day. You got a black woman sitting up there with you. You got a group of black people supporting everything that you do to try to destroy somebody's life. And then you had the nerve. You had the nerve to say that the people that you are going against are the only people that dox, are the only people that say racist things, and that you're exempt from all of that. You had the nerve to say, and you keep on pulling my name and stuff, and I've asked you time and time again, just like I asked Alec, leave my name out of your shit. I don't talk about you. In fact, I constantly am begging Alec not to talk about you. It is something psychotic about you. It's something psychotic about the way that you move. And you had these little childish little clowns and stuff on your channel like you're intimidating somebody. The only thing that your white behind has is doxing. Doxing black people, doxing black children, coming after black families, coming after minorities, people of other races, other ethnicities, downing people. That's who you are. That's who you are. Don't try to paint me with your brush, sir. And you sitting there, oh, they're the only people over there. That's all you had until St. Louis started taking your channels was doxing. That's all you had. That's all the power that you had was doxing, sitting up, putting up somebody else's personal information. Why haven't your friends help you get your channel back? You got all of these friends in high places that know how to take people's channels, know how to get them back. Why haven't your friends help you get your channel back? Because you're not valuable unless you are able to dox somebody, unless you are able to do their dirty work. You're just a big old bully. A big old bully, and you want me to tell you what you want me to drag Alec through these YouTube streets for your pleasure? You want me to drag Alec through these YouTube streets to make you happy, sir? Or make your friends happy because Alec says fucked up shit about y'all? That's not the way that I move. That's not the way that I'm ever going to move. And you don't know anything about what me and Alec talk about. You don't know anything about how me and Alec move. You don't know anything. Stop speaking on me. I have told you that 1,000 fucking times. Leave me alone. Racist. Talking about I'm the one that called Gabe a racist. Shit, bitch boy called him a racist. But won't nobody say nothing about that. Bitch boy said everybody was right about him. Ain't nobody saying that. You not gonna say that? Your master said he was a racist. I ain't been calling that man a racist for years. You know who called him a racist? The J4K community called him a racist when he came up against a black woman and said, that's why all you people get shot. They called him a racist. CMA called him a racist. I'm not the only one that called him a racist, and I'm not the first one that called him a racist either. Stop it. Stop with your lies and your misrepresentations. You need to stop it. You need to leave people alone. Talking about, oh, I'm gonna get on people forever. I'm gonna stay. Essie Berry gonna show you how I stay on people forever. That shows you're a psychopath, not her. It shows you the one with the problems, not her. You're the one with the mental health issues, not her. She's trying to ignore you, and you so hyper focused on her, just like you so hyper focused on me and a little boy with Down syndrome. You so focused on us. Y'all, I shouldn't have spazzed out like that, but I'm about to get my butt up out of here. I said I was going to leave these lives to 2 hours until a person. Listen, he said that he was going, St. Louis, He said he was going to stay on me until I killed myself. I have the clips. He said he was going to stay on me and another content creator. I'm not going to say her name. He said that he was going to stay on us until we killed ourselves. He's known to say stuff like that. And he laughs about it. He laughed about he said he had Essie Berry calling churches or something, that he wanted to drive her crazy. He said all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, even when what happened with, if anything that like what happened to Joy happened to one of them women that set up on pictures and shaved their vaginas, if anything like that happened to a Bonnie or to Wanda or Lovely or anybody, any of them other women that did the Bond and all of them people that said, oh, your booty, all of that, if anything like that happened to them, they would want the world to open up and swallow that nigga whole. Do you understand me? But because of somebody that they hate, they want to join in on the pile up. They want to join in on the bandwagon. They want to try to destroy somebody else's mental health. They want to see people die. If they don't die physically, they want them to die emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. They want to take every ounce of light out of them. They fucking thunder thieves. Fucking thunder thieves, and they can't stand. Look at what they doing to that girl over there. 3 kids. Girl trying to feed herself. Trying to feed herself and her family. They're ripping her apart every fucking day. Look at what they doing to Eat with Q. Look at what they doing to Donisha. Look at what they do to everybody who's just trying to live. They are vultures. Evil vultures who live off the blood of others, vampires, succubuses. I don't know how to name them. I don't even know what else to say about them. And I know the whole world is going to open. It's going to be panel after panel, probably. I don't know. But guess who don't care? Me. I don't care. I don't care. I'm seeing how evil people are all over this internet, how evil you people can be. You don't care. You don't care about anybody, but you expect everybody to bend the knee and care about you. Sad. And everybody ain't innocent. Some people will do the same things and come back and blame you. You be doing the same thing back and forth, but one side want to act like they the whole victim. You can't point the finger. And leave me alone, clown. I ask your masters to leave me alone too. I'm asking you once again, leave me alone. Leave me out of your content. You too fucking weird. You a fucking liar. You can't take. You sitting up saying like you rewriting history, like you telling the fucking truth. If I wanted to put the proof out here, I would. I have it all. I got every single live that you damn did on a whole nother channel called White Power. Every fucking live that you did is on another fucking channel. While your whole fucking channel is gone, I got every live that you did where you mentioned me. You racist. That's what you are. No, I've never heard you say the N word with a hard ER on it. But I've heard you call black women whores, sluts, slaves, poor bitches that live in basements. I've heard you drag little black babies, call them retards and all kind of stuff. I heard you say some of the most worst, vile, and disgusting racist things that I've ever heard in my life. And you've been supported the whole time by a group of black people. I've heard it. You ain't no better than anybody else. Y'all, I'm about to get off of here. You know what? This content, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to continue with my you know, content about this young lady because it's so much that you guys need to hear. But I'm gonna be in a better area where I can put the videos up and y'all can see the comments and stuff, and y'all can actually see what happened. With this woman, I want y'all to see the violent, disgusting things that these people say in these comments, just like you see the violent, disgust. Y'all, I listened to Jizzle wishing death on Q years ago, 2020. Now he back in the chat helping drag her again. Wish death on her. Said he was gonna kill her. All of a sudden, he back in the chat. It's the same old shit over and over and over again. And I just don't see how, like when you try to get away from it, You try to like free yourself from it. These motherfuckers keep picking and picking and picking and trying to pull other people that you fuck with in there. Leave Alec alone, you old ass white motherfucker. Leave him alone. You too old to be picking on that little boy with Down syndrome. Sorry, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna get up off of here. Don't matter what I've forgiven Alec for. You don't know what, you don't even know what forgiveness looks like. You don't even know what forgiveness sounds like. You don't even know what it took for me to process somebody that I actually fuck with saying that fucking word. You don't even know how much that shit hurt. You so fucking dead inside. You don't even realize what the fuck that did to all of us. You don't even get it because you white. You don't even understand it. And you sitting up trying to weaponize it. How dare you? How dare you? And how dare every black person around you? How dare all of you? Y'all, let me get home serious. I shouldn't even. Woo. I can't. But I heard that. I heard him say, I'm like, how dare he? Question how I handle Alec. How dare he? You don't know the half. You ain't been through a quarter. You ain't been through a quarter of the shit that we probably been through. And here you are out here picking people apart every day, demanding that people show their faces, people show their wives, people show their income, people show their whole fucking lives. And you and your lot lizard sitting next to you, and neither one of y'all willing to show an ounce of who you truly are. Not 1 ounce. And then when we find out, you strike all the videos down. Take all the channels down. Can't nobody say your name, but you can say everybody else's name. Can't nobody tell where you live, but you can die. You could put Alex shit up. You could put Miss Virginia's house up. You could put my shit up, but can't nobody but nobody talk about your shit. Can't nobody but nobody, you know? But you supposed somebody's supposed to be scared of you, and you scared of your own life. You scared of people finding out who the fuck you are, and somebody's supposed to be scared of you. Why should anybody be scared of you? Why should anybody be scared of your masters when they living with their mammies and sitting up on here lying about their whole fucking life? Why should anybody be afraid of a Tawanda? A old bitch that they ain't got shit but a damn decent ass car and a fucking townhouse or some shit like that. She's still working for the man. Why should anybody be scared of her? Why should anybody be scared of Vonnie, a bitch from the projects that ain't got nothing but a big ass mouth? A big ass mouth, and talk shit about everybody else, trying to elevate her life higher than everybody else, sitting in judgment of everybody else. Why should anybody be afraid of that? Hold on. Why? Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I just think about so many things, and so many things just like tie in together, like the way that they was dragging Rizi about her essay. And I think about all of the people that laughed at Joy. I think about all of the people that laughed at Q, made that their content. I think about all of that. I think about how evil these people are, but they sit in judgment of everybody else. I think about how I did not like the way that John Frank hit my panel. It gave me deja vu, like he was trying to control my shit. But I still recognize that John Frank sat back and processed that shit. He took a look at himself. He took a whole look at himself. That's some hard shit to do. It's hard to look at yourself and say, well, damn, well, maybe. That's not bending the knee. That's becoming an adult. That's adulting. You understand what I'm saying? When you can look at yourself and own the shit that you've done and say, hey, maybe I was wrong right here. And maybe I don't agree with this person. I don't like this person, but I don't have to argue with this person for the rest of my fucking life. I don't have to go back and forth with an individual that I don't like every chance I get just because the opportunity arises. I don't have to drag somebody because other people want me to, or that's the popular thing to do. I can set myself apart. I can build something new for myself. That's change. That's growth. And that should also be recognized. Just like JJ's growth and change should be recognized, his growth and change should be recognized too. It shouldn't be criticized, villainized. Just like that man said, if he came out here dragging JJ, dragging me, you wouldn't have no problem with it. He'd be right back in the fold. Y'all would make just make up and make have Vonnie would be so happy. Bald head bitch would probably snatch a weave off, toss it in a circle, and slap it right back on. Quick weave wearing ass. Ooh, let me shut up. Let me shut up because I want to say so much. Y'all, this content, listen, this content is going to be triggering for a lot of us, but I want y'all to actually be able to put the pieces together and see that this is happening everywhere and people are starting to really pay attention to it. It's not okay what these content creators do. The doxing, the harassing, the coming after people, the effing over people with mental health issues. And we know we got a lot of people with mental health issues out here. Everybody, a lot of people have been through something. You know what I'm saying? You got people on here. I'm not even going to go back there. I'm not even going to go back there. But I'm going to say this. Hold up. Let me play a little bit of this before I get off. I got to play a little bit of John Frank's live before I get off. Because I want y'all to hear, because a lot of y'all ain't going to go. Y'all going to be like, fuck it. So a lot of y'all, got to admit, don't like John Frank. So I want y'all to hear it, though. I want y'all to hear some of what he had to say. Okay? So let me see. It's called Appalled.
No, John. You don't get it. You don't understand. I left it right there where it was. I didn't prompt her to go after y'all when I told her it was quite the opposite. So that debunks that right there. You know what I'm saying? And you so want to tie things to, it's like you're playing Connect 4 out here. You're trying to connect things that shouldn't be connected. You know? You wanna make it seem like I don't know, you're trying to make me look like a big ass mastermind for no reason, you know? And the fact that you took my live and I'm trying to get y'all to like not go at each other's kids and stuff like that, man, did that shit backfire and did that shit turn into something else? Now it's trying to be put out here like I instigated it.
Because she an old weak bitch.
I'm not referring to you. If I meant you, I would have said your name. You didn't say nothing wrong with the lie at all. You know what I'm saying? It's her. She misconstrued my lie. And she taking it like I'm purposely trying to set a beef up in between them. I can't change Sakina's mind. And the fact...
First of all, I disagree with him. She didn't misconstrue anything. She might not be able to spell. She's really not that articulate, but she's a definite manipulator. She didn't misconstrue anything. She knows exactly what she's doing. Exactly what she's doing. And she know damn well that you came out here to squash some stuff. She just know that she ain't let go of the issues that she had with you, and she didn't like you taking up. She felt like you was taking up for Sakina. She did not like the fact that you said Sakina got it off on her either. She didn't like that shit. She didn't misconstrue shit. I disagree
That's what it is to Sakina, you know? And unless you could convince her in a logical way, it's not happening, you know? I know that much about Sakina. But as far as fucking me manipulating her and telling her what to do, that's out.
So, John Frank went live.
I'm a grown man. I can sliz. I sliz responsibly.
Now she said that John Frank went live and he was slizzing. He said he was slizzing, but he didn't act like the John Frank that was slizzing before, that would come out here and talk shit about people, drag them, dox them, and do all of that. She wasn't acting like that, you know. So I'm not. I want y'all to go and watch it. He didn't get that many views on it, but he actually got a lot. He got 41 likes on it. Clearly, somebody is listening to what he's trying to say. At least 41 people say, okay, I like what you're trying to say. And I think I looked at the other live, and let me look at the panel that she was on, because she was on Vaginosis's panel, I guess. Hold on, let me see, what is her, hold up, let me go to her channel. I think the live is still up. Let me see, what is the live is still up. Yeah, so John Frank got 41 likes, and Vaginosis and Miss Tawanda got 16 likes. That ought to tell you. The community spoke. That's a real community reaction. That's why I don't believe a lot of this shit that she's saying. Oh, the community speaking about this. That's a few people talking shit on that damn report, okay? The community is going to talk to you in your comment sections, with your views, with your likes. When you're supported, they're going to let you know. The community is supporting the way that you're moving, in the direction that you're moving, John Frank. Just like the community is supporting, supporting more than they're supporting what Tawanda is doing. You know what I'm saying? You building your own community in a different and new way. And that's what's wonderful about this thing, That's what's wonderful about life, redemption, healing, change, and growth. So y'all check out John Frank, check out Sakina, support good content, and even watch the mess too, because the mess lets you know who people really are. Some shit you don't want in your psyche, but when you listen to that stuff and you listen to the vitriol that these people have in their chest, like the hatred that they have, they can't say it's not hate. You don't attack somebody every fucking day unless you have hatred in your heart for them. You just don't do it. So y'all have a blessed and beautiful rest of y'all day, okay? And in order to have hatred in your heart for somebody else, a little part of yourself has to have hate for you. You got to hate yourself a little bit. Y'all have a blessed and beautiful rest of y'all day. I'm going to try to come back today. Listen, if I don't, not today, but tomorrow. If I don't come back tomorrow, it's because I'm busy trying to get ready for the 4th. And I won't be back until next week, like doing content, because I'll be busy for the holiday weekend. I'm actually going to enjoy my real life. And I suggest that you guys enjoy your real lives too. Bye, guys.